Good morning, my beautiful people. I hope you're all well and happy 2026. We are in the first week of 2026 and oh my goodness, I had the most wonderful Christmas. I don't know about you, but just being able to relax, being a teacher and being on the run all of the time and just having the time to relax and take time to reflect on the year that's gone has just been so helpful. But now we're in the beginning of January and I'm ready to just have the most productive year yet. Obviously this year is the year that I get married, and so I'm just in this kind of bubble that January brings because we have got so much to do in January. We've got to sort out our food and kind of what we want to do, and we're going to go for food testing very soon. And we've also got to pick colours for flowers and decor. We've got to meet with suppliers and make sure all of those plans are in place because the wedding is in August, so it's really not long at all. And if anything, it's going to come around so quickly. But today is about resetting and getting back into a flow state, ready to go back to work and making sure that those are all in a line, because when I go back to work it's kind of full steam ahead and I don't have any time to think about anything else. And so a lot of people ask me like, oh, have you thought about this? And when I'm working, nothing about the wedding ever gets thought about because I have no brain space, because the teaching just takes over. So hopefully we can reset together. So if you've got any bit to do around the house, then you can do it alongside with me. Today we've got a bit of the following. We've got to do a food shop. Luckily we don't have to prep any food because Charles's mum has managed to give us some food for the week, so that's really nice. And so what we are going to do is we're going to prep breakfast. And so we're going to make homemade granola and also a healthy like oat bake that goes in the oven and you can have it as slices. We're also going to do a big shop of like, you know, bits that you need for the house, the resetting part of the house. And we're going to do a little bit of decluttering and just getting all of those jobs that we don't want to do when we're at work, all our ducks in a row, so we can feel like we're going into the week ahead prepared. And plus I am kind of procrastinating and not really wanting to do any planning at the moment, but we'll get to that. So that's the plan today. Hopefully you guys are feeling relaxed, you're feeling calm and you're feeling cozy. I have loved posting on the community tab, so guys, if you want to chat or post any cozy vibes on there, then feel free, because I just love connecting with you and seeing what you guys enjoy as well. I currently have my obsession of green tea. I don't know what it is, but I love green tea and I love vanilla lattes. If I have one of those, then I'm all sorted. So I'm going to finish off drinking my tea before we go out, and we'll do the food shop first. Two things that I like to do. I always like to put the shopping list on the Sainsbury's app, and then I go to two shops. So I go to Aldi first, check anything on the app, see if there's anything there. Hopefully I can get it at a cheaper price before I go to Sainsbury's, because Sainsbury's is a little bit more expensive, but Aldi seems not to have all of the stuff. So we're going to do that, and then we'll come back and do a little baking together. So let's go and get productive today. Okay, so this is what I've got. Okay, ignore the bread because the bread's just extra for breakfast. But to make the granola and the kind of sliced oat bake, you need some chocolate chips for the granola, pumpkin seeds, oats. What else do we need? Pecans, cranberries and some vanilla extract. I just get these little ones here because they're just a teaspoon and it's cheaper than getting the actual big one. It would be more cost effective to get the big one, but we're not there at the moment. We're trying to be cheap because January is the month where we don't have much money. And then for the oat bake, obviously we need the oats again, but Instead, we've also got some blueberries and raspberries along with some almonds. We need some egg for the slice bake and some bananas. So this is what we've got, and now we're going to have a go at prepping all of this into our breakfast prep. Okay, so we're going to start with maybe the granola, and then once that's baking, we can then go in with the slice. I think that's probably, let me put these away. Okay, let me get the recipe up. Okay, so now that we've done that, so your granola should look something like this. And what you want to do is you want to put this in the oven for about 20-ish minutes and stir halfway. Once you do that, you take it out of the oven after about 21 to 24 minutes, and then what you then want to do is you want to let it cool completely, so about 45 minutes cool before topping it with cranberries. So I'm going to put this in the oven now, and then we'll get on with the second recipe, which is the oat bake. Okay, so we're back with the granola now. It's completely cooled, and what you want to do is you want to kind of break it up into chunks of your kind of sizing. You can break it up into smaller chunks, or you could have bigger clusters as well. So it's completely up to you, but you want to essentially crunch all of this up. Then you can add your cranberries and your chocolate chips, or if you're wanting other dry fruits, this is when you would add them. And you can keep this recipe in an airtight container for up to 1 to 2 weeks. So it's really great for batch cooking, and we can eat it throughout the week. Okay, welcome to the cupboard of doom. This cupboard I have been putting off for a very long time because it's just an everything kind of cupboard, you know? You know, one of those that you just have loads of stuff in? Well, this is it. So we're going to reorganize it together. As you can see, it needs a little bit of a tidy. So I think the best thing to do would be to take everything out, and then the tins as well. Pop the tins on one side, the baking stuff on another, and hopefully make this look a little bit more organised than it currently does, because it's not had a reorganise in about 3 years. So let's do that now. This is exactly what I mean. I didn't even know this is in here. Anyway, so you find mysteries in mystery cupboards. I think what I'm going to do is pop all of the tins on the top shelf together so I can kind of see what we've got. Take an inventory of itinerary, one of the two, basically write everything down so then we know what we need to get from the shop. But I'm just going to give everything a bit of a wipe down. Okay, and I'm also going to check the dates. It's always good in the new year to check dates, because I feel like in the cupboard sometimes you don't eat something and then it's just there and then you don't even look at the date. So these are 24, so they are going. Okay, so what I've done so far is I've emptied it all out, wiped everything down, and then looked at my tins. There's not many tins left, not gonna lie, there's only a few. Put the bacon bits up here and the equipment down here, and all of the like linens I've just put in the wash just to give them a bit of a refresh. I have literally got about a mountain of tins, which means we kind of need a new stock. I don't know when we're going to do that. Maybe in February, because at the moment January is always tight for everybody. So at least all of that is done and everything is away. I don't even know what this is. I have no idea. Anyway, so that's all clean. I eventually will get some like baskets. That would be really nice to have in here. But at the moment, I think that's pretty done. So that's another job off the list. Also, look how delicious this looks. So I'm just going to put some tin foil over the top of it. And this kind of lasts me all week. So I will eat that for the rest of the week. It also smells delicious as well. Oh, kind of makes me want to eat it. I don't know about you, but it really does. Anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to eat dinner and just have a relaxing evening. We have been watching The Traitors. Anyone else watching The Traitors this year? Because honestly, it's my favourite show. But now it's not on until Wednesday. So who do we think the secret traitor is? We have a feeling it could be Fiona or it could be Ellie, but we think it's one of those two. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the evening and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.